and pick a team that didn't play in the postseason last year, Ron Darling, and tell me why that
Well,
team is alive right now.
sorry, Maddie. I like Chicago, Chicago White Sox, and the reason I do, I think that Rick Hahn did a really fantastic job, almost like what the Astros did a few seasons ago, of getting some veterans in, some veteran leadership to work with some of that amazing young talent that they have. Think about Keuchel now in that rotation with Giolito and Lopez and Dylan Cease and Gio Gonzalez, and that doesn't even take into account Rodon and Michael Kopech, two guys coming off Tommy John surgery who had more months to recover. So the rotation is solid. When you look at their bats, I mean, September last year, Eloy Jimenez hit 9 home runs, had 9 home runs and 25 RBIs. Moncada hit over 400 in the month of September. And on the way to the batting title, Tim Anderson last year hit 374 in September. They re-signed Abreu. You see the veterans, Yasmani Grandal, Jose Abreu, Keuchel, Cishek, Gonzalez, and Mazara. I mean, they really, I think Rick Hahn have done a great job of putting that team in a position where the young and veteran have a chance really in the 60-game season.
I like it. Harold, how about you? A non-playoff team last year that could make a run this season.
Well, Matt, I know you're not living in La Jolla anymore, so you're going to miss the Padres making the postseason. I think they're a postseason team. I thought that last year, but when you start looking at this run, and I said in the last segment, and we talked about it, all of us, it's an organizational run. If you look at the Padres, they're the number 2 farm system in all of baseball. They've got some talent coming on. Taylor Trammell, he was MVP of the Futures game a couple of years ago. You look at Mackenzie Gore, one of the top pitchers in all of minor league baseball. They've got some tremendous talent. And then Luis Patino, guys. I watched this kid throw in the Futures game, and he was big league ready. Nasty electric stuff. That's just 3 names. CJ Abrams also. But when they've got that much depth that are ready for the big leagues, and now they have that opportunity with the way we're going to use these taxi squads, I think the Padres got a chance to get in.
Maybe it's a 60-game schedule that finally gets the Padres over the hurdle 2.5 hours north of them that is the payroll.
Maybe they'll throw a no-no too, Matt.
Oh, yeah, maybe finally a no-hitter, man. Now you're really dreaming. All right, so the team that I want to throw in for your consideration, guys, is the Cincinnati Reds, because we knew about how good their starting pitching was last year. They finished top 10 in major pitching categories as a rotation from ERA up, down. But when they added Mike Moustakas and Nick Castellanos on pretty good club deals, by the way, and don't sleep on Wade Miley coming over there. Before he fell off the cliff in August last year with the Astros because he got sick, he was great. So he's going to make an already good rotation better. And I really like this middle of the lineup here. The Suarez coming out party last year, establishing himself as one of the elite home run hitters in the game, with Moustakas and Castellanos behind him. I like the Reds in an NL Central where I think just about everybody's in play, not dissimilar.
Where the heck's the kid that hit 19 home runs in 56 games? He can't crack that lineup?
You know what? He's not on the 60-man player pool roster. You're talking about Aristides Aquino? He's not on the roster. I don't know what happened there. We got to make a call.
Wow.
What?
He hit 19 homers in 56 games, and he's not on the group of 60, right? I demand a full investigation. Where is that dude?
Well, yeah.
Yeah. But I still like the Reds. I'm still going to throw out the Reds. Okay. Thoughts on the Reds?
I like it. You've been talking about the Reds hot and cold now for like 3 years, so I'll give it to you. You're finally, all in. No, I like the Reds. I like what they're doing. Hey, Ron, Matt was the guy like, yeah, sure, the Reds are doing this. Now he's all in after they start.
No, wait a minute, Ron. I want to clarify this. I want to defend myself here. Because Harold was saying that Dallas Keuchel was going to sign with the Reds 2 years ago. And I said, Harold, you're nuts. He's not going to that ballpark. They're not ready for him. He's not ready for that. And now he makes it sound like I hate my Skyline chili and, Pete Rose is an enemy of the state and I hate the Reds. That's not it, Harold.
Well, I personally can do without the Skyline chili. I don't know about you, Matt, but I do think I think you're spot on. I think the Reds have a really good chance. They have a lot of talent, and I think what Sonny Gray did last year was fantastic. Not funny, fantastic.